Many thanks, Kavim Savi, to be here with us. Just please tell us, you the part of the corruption investigation for last 20 years that's been held against the ex-Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and Sharif Khandan and Sharif family. What do you think about the corruption? Have you found anything? Because that is a National Accountability Bureau. They spend a lot of money to spend to investigate. And have they found anything so far?
They were not interested in finding money. They were interested in a witch hunt, and they were, whatever evidence we gave them, it was just abused. For the record, we did not find a rupee, a single rupee, that was illicitly obtained by former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif or any members of his family. We found plenty of plundered money, which we reported on, and Sir Anthony Evans comments on that. But I can categorically state that not one penny of that can be directly attributed to the family or the person of former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. That is a certainty.
And do you think that is 20 years investigation against the Sharif family and ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawaz Sharif, is been wrongly done, or that is only been witch hunt against the Sharif family and Nawaz Sharif?
I think the answer is crystal clear. From day one, I suspected that this may well be a witch hunt. That's why we insisted that Broadsheet cannot be the only entity, because Broadsheet was set up to investigate former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. And we suspected very early on this is going to be a witch hunt. And we said the entirety of the political class is to be investigated. And with some reluctance, they agreed. That's why we had international asset recovery as well, the two companies. But within a matter of months, it became quite clear to me that this was not a bona fide, objective and honest investigative effort. It was an attempt at smear and blacken the reputation of statesmen, politicians, men who have stepped forward in order to carry out the burdens of public life. And they've been libeled, they've been slandered. You know, when the facts speak for themselves, the effort to bring an action against Nawaz Sharif, in this case in London, it was embarrassing. It failed catastrophically. I can do no better than the High Court in London, and the High Court just threw it out. They said, you cannot make this kind of accusations on the basis of nothing, just hot air, newspaper reports. There's nothing there. It was an embarrassment. That court had the opportunity, gave the opportunity to the government of Imran Khan to come and prove its case. It failed to do so. I've been at this for 2 decades, and I can tell you there is not a scintilla of evidence of corruption against Mr. Nawaz Sharif or his members of his family.
So after 20 years, you realize there is no corruption being made and no looted money brought to the UK. Do you offer any apology to the Sharif or Mr. Nawaz Sharif?
Without hesitation, of course. Yes, I think all those who made those accusations need to search their own conscience. I have no problem when the facts speak for themselves in issuing an apology. Yes, I think Mr. Nawaz Sharif is entitled to an apology. Yes.
And do you demand to the current government to offer and with the open mind and open heart to say sorry to the Nawaz Sharif to allegate looted and chore and decades they call them?
I don't give any credence to the government of Imran Khan. If this was an honest government, it would have obeyed the court order. It was aware of the court order. It didn't. The minister, I sat with him twice, and I wrote to him, I said, the last vestige of any pretense that you and your government are a rule-based, law-based government was shattered in the meeting today. It's quite obvious that your government is engaged in a conspiracy to defraud the people of Pakistan. It is there. Of course I demand that, but I would demand that of a government that was rule-based. It would obey the law, had a conscience. I've seen no evidence of that, but I've seen plenty of evidence to confirm the opposite, that he has no intention of abiding by court orders. I saw it in my own case. I saw it here. And so I wouldn't hold my breath on the government of Imran Khan come in and issue an apology, or indeed doing anything right, anything that is honest, that is smacks of integrity, frankly.